कि ये शायद मुस्लिम नहीं है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी। मेरे पति का बच्चा लो।
It was supposed to be a spring afternoon in paradise. Bessaran Meadows near Pahalgam, often called mini Switzerland, turned into a killing field. 26 civilians, mostly Hindu pilgrims and tourists, gunned down in cold blood. No warning, no mercy, only bullets. They came out of the pine forests, armed, trained and ready to kill. Eyewitnesses say the attacker singled out Hindu tourists, sparing others deliberately. Go and tell Modi, one gunman told a survivor. This wasn't random. This was a message, a jihadist declaration of war. The Lashkar proxy, the resistance front, has claimed responsibility. But Indian defense sources say the truth is darker. This wasn't just a hit squad. It was a Pakistan army operation masked as militancy. A Pulwama-style plot with surgical precision.
ये कोई नॉर्मल टेररिस्ट नहीं है, ये पाकिस्तान आर्मी एसएसजी के लोग हैं। वो टेररिस्टों का बेस बना के अंदर आए हुए हैं। जिस तरह से इजराइल की 7 अक्टूबर का हमास अटैक हुआ था, ये उस तरह का अटैक है।
Let's be clear, these are no ordinary militants. They are Pakistan-trained terrorists. Since 2024, India has foiled at least 12 major infiltration bids from Kupwara to Pooch. More than 120 active terrorists operate inside Jammu and Kashmir. 110 of them are Pakistani. This wasn't sudden. It was a calibrated proxy war. This was also timed. American Vice President J.D. Vance was in India. Prime Minister Modi was in Saudi Arabia. The world was watching. The terrorists knew that. This wasn't just a terror attack. It was a strategic strike on India's tourism confidence, demographic policy and sovereignty. CNN News 18 was among the first at the Bessaran site. Our reporters saw the trail of blood, heard survivor accounts, saw how civilians were slaughtered only because they were Hindus and Indians.
The cells dropped by one of those tourists who came here. There are water bottles, there are shoes everywhere, wherever you look. They have ran into panic because there were massive firing that took place, not less than a massacre. Whoever came in their way, they shot and killed them.
This is part of a pattern. In 2017, Amarnath pilgrims were shot dead. In 2023, a massacre took place in Dhangri village. In 2024, a bus full of pilgrims was fired on. And now in 2025, 26 tourists have been shot dead in Pahalgam. The message is clear. Don't come, don't settle, don't live. Can India hit back hard? Yes. Defense sources tell CNN News 18 that all options are on the table. This is an act of war. Surgical strikes or targeted raids on TRF, LET and Jaish camps in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is one possibility. Just like India did in 2016 after terrorists targeted an army camp in Uri, and then again in 2019 with Balakot after terrorists gunned down 40 CRPF Jawans in Pulwama. Another option is intensifying shelling on Pakistani army posts that are backing terror launchpads. And there is the option of carrying out airstrikes deep inside Pakistan's terror infrastructure in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. October 7, 2023 changed the world. Hamas's attack on Israel led to a full-blown war on Gaza, killed more than 50,000 Palestinians and ruptured Iran's axis of resistance. Pahalgam is now India's wake-up call. If Israel can take out Hamas commanders in Tehran, should India be striking Islamabad? Think beyond the border. Cyber disruption, exposing Pakistan at the FATF, UN and Organization of Islamic Cooperation, dismantling their terror infrastructure, even playing the Baloch card. If Pakistan wants proxy war, India must show it can burn the script. India has tried restraint, diplomacy, truce, but the blood in Bessaran leaves no doubt. This is not a Kashmir issue. It's Pakistan's jihad factory in action again. The question now is not if India will retaliate. It's how hard and how soon.